Welcome everyone to this AM session market review for NASDAQ. We're on the daily time frame, and as a friendly reminder, as always, we're on New York Eastern Standard Time or UTC4. And jumping right into this, as we can see, price traded up into a new day opening gap. Now, going into this day, I was looking to see possibly price and go lower, just because of the fact that we have this daily buy side liquidity here. Price runs it because there's going to be buy stops above here, but also you combine that with that new day opening gap at the same time, and we see price respect even consequent encroachment of it. And then also by combining on the lower time frames, about midnight open, we were also above midnight open. I'm going to show you guys that in a second. Combining all these three factors, it really provided for an interesting framework going into the day. So if we drop down to that 1 hour time frame, we're going to see here how price is respecting that new day opening gap that I mentioned. So we see here respects it, passes the consequent encroachment just a little bit, but we still see it price respecting it overall. And I also drew up my 10 a.m. opening for the ICT power of 3, and then here's that midnight opening that I talked about earlier. So as ICT always says, this concept is absolutely crucial, and really it allows you to filter out a lot of bad days where you know you're not going to be really in favored. And by utilizing this concept, you understand premium and discount. So just as a quick reminder for any of you that may not know, I have also made a video on this. It's going to be in the link in the description below if you need help on it. But you can understand it by thinking about price in terms of premium and discount. It's that simple. When price is above that midnight opening price, it's going to be in a premium. Smart money is going to want to accumulate for shorts, and when price is below that midnight open, it's going to want to accumulate for longs. So if you combine price and time, you're going to allow yourself to have a much better trading framework if you were to not use that at all. So it's just to provide you an extra support, a perspective on price, so that way when you're engaging in price, you're not sort of lost. And the main draw could have been this inefficiency or this inefficiency. Taking that, I took the lower one. I'm going to show you why in the smaller time frames there was a main draw down there. But really these two would have been your main draws if you were to see price want to go lower. And of course, we're using the ICT silver bullet sessions. So by dropping down to this 15-minute, as you can see, I was targeting the sell side liquidity here. If I were to go short, targeting also in combination with that 1 hour BIS. So we have the sell side liquidity, and we also have the 1 hour BIS. And then dropping down to that 1 minute time frame to show how the idea would have been framed up. The gray area that you're seeing here, that is the 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. AM session silver bullet by ICT, just in case if there's any confusion. So price, we have these equal highs up here, and we see price drop lower, and it hunts that. All this right here, you have buy stops residing above here, and perfectly within that time window that we trade. Right at that 10 a.m. so price, we drop, we create an efficiency here, and we see price trade up into it. Look at the bodies respecting the consequent encroachment. We also have an order block because these two consecutive up close candles were engulfed by these three down close candles. So we take the opening price there, draw it out, and we also have this inverted fair value gap, draw it out, and we see price. This was an absolute sweet bread and butter setup to where you had a lot of factors supporting price. In addition, you're above that 12 a.m. midnight opening price, which is important as well. And another thing is we have a trend line here, and retail is trying to buy up all this. They're trying to tread their stop losses, every time. So you could think about it like this, where it's, they bought there once, and where are they going to put those stop losses? Right there. You're trying to see price go higher. Same thing here. Where they're going to put their stop losses? Below this swing low here. Same thing again. Where are they putting their stop losses? Below this swing low here. So this really allowed you to see where smart money was looking to take out all these sell stops here. They're going to take out all that. And it's trailing up till eventually we take it down lower. And we also have a set of equal lows. You could even take it from even here, but we create a breakaway gap, and then we create this SIBI here as well, and we support it with the consequent encroachment being tapped there. We do trade up back into it, it's fine. This order block here does still support the idea of price going lower. We just don't want to see it go back up here to support that breakaway gap. and then we see price trade lower. It was slightly wonky, but as long as we have our trading idea being supported and we don't have bearish PD arrays being violated, we still are on side overall. So as we can see here, we have this inefficiency here. Price trades up into it, consequent encroachment right there, and then we trade lower. And then it was playing around a little bit here, but we also still respected that bearish order block. And when we finally trade lower, trading down into that 1 hour SIBI that 1 hour VISI, that we were talking about earlier. So this was really the trade idea, the framework for the day on NASDAQ. If we take a look at dollar, if we break it down step by step, with dollar it was a little weird just because, you know, we were consolidating for most of the day, so it was a little bit of an issue, and we were also below midnight open, which was also another big factor to keep in mind. But overall, the day being as clean as it was, and it's also Tuesday, so that's also another big thing on NASDAQ overall. But I hope this video you guys found it insightful. I'm going to be also putting the midnight opening video in the description below. Please feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.